What's up guys, macadii here, bringing you a brand new team building video based around Morgana, the Mega Gardevoir. So I'll be building a team live around this, and I would appreciate any suggestions of how to improve the team. Also on top of that, if we can get this video to 25 likes, I will upload a special video next week where I will take the team, improve it based on your suggestions, and then I will do some laddering with it just to see how good it is and if there's any other ways that we can make this an absolutely top-notch team. So, as I said, based around Mega Gardevoir, I am running it with Hyper Voice, Psyshock, Focus Blast, and Taunt. So I decided to go for these moves because obviously Hyper Voice, who doesn't run Mega Gardevoir without Hyper Voice? It absolutely wrecks and is beautiful. On top of that, we got Psyshock for some Psychic Stab, and also allows us to hit on the physical side. So if we've got special rules, especially the pink blobs, works absolutely brilliantly against those. And finally, because of Hyper Voice and Psyshock, we have got a steel problem going on there, which is why I've decided to run Focus Blast as well. And as the final move, we're going for Taunt, mainly to stop walls and things like that from not necessarily setting up on us, but crippling us with Thunder Wave and things like that, because that's really not fun. I did have a think about this, and I thought either Destiny Bond would be another option, or Heal Bell, just to support the team. Healing Wish could also be another option. So, as I say, let me know in the comments. Encore is another one as well, which would be pretty cool. So, it's a difficult one, but at the minute, I'm going to stick with Taunt. But let me know if you think there's a better move that I can be running in that fourth move slot. So, thinking about the problems, or the problem Pokemon that Morgana has trouble getting around, or that counter it, is the first one that definitely springs to mind is Mega Metagross. And then again, to be honest, pretty much every single Steel type does get in the way with this Pokemon. As well as that, we also have Talonflame, but to be honest, there's very few big Pokemon that can sort of not worry about Talonflame. So, in terms of our physical wall, because I normally like to build around our walls first, I was thinking of a Pokemon which I haven't actually used before, but I know a lot, or no, at least Hayden is a big fan of this Pokemon, and from watching his videos, it seems to perform pretty well. And it's something I have always wanted to use, and comes all the way down from the depths of NU, which is Quagsire. So, running Quagsire with Leftovers, and obviously Unaware, which means if you've got anything like SD, Talonflame and things, it just doesn't care about that. So, we're going to run, looking at his set, attack and special attack, we're obviously going to run an odd HP in there, and then 252 in defense. His attack is better, but the advantage of his special attacking move pool is he has access to Scald, which would be nice to burn the opposition. So, while that is lower, I think we're going to go for Scald and Earth Power. Oh, for some reason mistype. Earth Power there. Thinking about it, actually, Earthquake would have a higher power. So what we'll try is if we try and put this in bold, because that's what we would run, 185, 166. Actually, Earthquake is the better one to use, and that means we're mixed as well, which should hopefully help out quite a bit. Obviously, we're going to run Recover on this, because who doesn't run Recover if you have it? And as the final move, it would be good to get some guaranteed status, because we've got then some sort of dual status going on here. So, Toxic probably is the best. We could run Yawn, but I don't really see the point, because all it's going to do is just start forcing switches. I don't know. We'll come back and we'll see. So, I think that's pretty much where I want this to go to be. Actually, I'm going to put that extra 8 in. No, we're going to go for special defense, just to round off his defenses a little tiny bit more. So, we need now a specially defensive partner that works well with Quagsire. Looking at it, he's got a quadruple grass weakness as his only weakness, so it would be good to have something that resists grass by 4 times. So, to be honest, looking down this list, the first one that comes into mind is probably Ferrothorn, and looking at that actually makes a very good partnership, because Quagsire can take fighting hits, Morgana can take special fighting hits, and any fire moves may present problems, but I think further down the line, we have got Morgana at the minute. We'll have a think. So, we can take physical ones with Quagsire, but it's the special ones that we have to watch out for. So, we're going to obviously run, I think Leftovers is the way to go on here. We could go for Rocky Helmet, but considering we're a specially defensive set, I don't think there's much point in that. So, we're going to go for a Leech Seeding set. So, go Leech Seed, Protect. We want some sort of obligatory stab. just to stop us from getting taunt baited. And as the final move, I don't think there's much point in going for Curse. Ironhead, Knockoff. Just having a look through just to see what there is. Didn't realise it learnt Rock Polish. Learn new things every day. Spikes could be an option. Now, why don't we go for Stealth Rocks? Because we haven't got anything to set up Stealth Rocks just yet. And to be honest, those 3 moves should be able to handle most things. So we're going to run 250... no, we're going to add an odd number in HP. And make that specially defensive with a Sassy Nature. So giving us only 40 speed, which is absolutely incredible, really. And just another 8 in attack from there. So we now need to move on and have a look at our Scarfer. Ideally, we'd like a Scarfer with a bit of U-turning action going on, because we haven't got any at the minute. And I find, especially in OU, it's really annoying if you get stuck in with a Scarfer and they switched out and predicted it right, and then you just have to switch out. Whereas at least with U-turn, we can get enemy Psychic types and also Dark type Pokemon out the way, so that would work quite well. So looking down this list, Landorus is probably the one that springs to mind the most, because to be honest, Scizor just doesn't have the speed to run it. So we're gonna test it, and we're gonna go with Landorus, I think, to start with. So we're gonna go for a Choice Scarf Landorus with Intimidate, obviously. So we're gonna go for U-turn. U-turn. Earthquake, because who doesn't run Earthquake on this thing? So for the other moves, one thing I have used in the past, or I have noticed in the past, after I used it in a previous session, was it actually gets Explosion, which I haven't seen on a Landorus before, but I think would be good fun, especially with that Scarf. And it means if there's any other setup Pokemon, we can go in and we can explode on them, which would be very, very good. And we're just going to go for Stone Edge, just so we got Edgequake combination there. So we're going to go for 252 in attack, 252 in speed with a Jolly Nature there. And just put the last ones in physical defense. I'm just going to double check. We have got, yeah, we've got 0 attack IVs on there, so that's good. From here, we would quite like a few more offensive Pokemon, I think. So, as we said, Steel types get in the way. So, possibly Magnezone is the way to go, because we could go for a Specs Magnezone. With Magnet Pull. We'll obviously go for Volt Switch. So, we got some Volt turning going on here. Volt Switch. Thunder. Volt. Flash Cannon. And as the final move, obviously Hidden Power Fire. My only issue with this Pokemon though is it is very, very slow, which I don't particularly like, and it adds another fire weakness, which we don't really have anything covered for that at the minute, so I'm not particularly keen on doing that. Let's just see, are there any other strong electric type Pokemon? There aren't too many. Manentric, no, that's mainly for it because it's Megas here. Reiku's now OU, okay, no, fair enough. So we've got the choices of Raikou, Thundurus. Yeah, we're gonna run with Thundurus, I think. So it's good that we got Prankster on here, because we could either go for a physical set, which I think, to be honest, is a little bit gimmicky, especially when its physical move pool doesn't look to be particularly great. I guess it's okay, but I think we're going to go for a special one. So, looking here, we have... The question is, we could go for a Nasty Plot set, because you haven't got anything that sets up yet. So we're going to go for Nasty Plot as a setup move, and we'll go for Thunderbolt. Let's see, what else? Probably Focus Blast. So with the last move, I think we're going to go for a bit of Bolt Beam coverage. I think it learns... Does it learn Ice Beam? It probably doesn't, to be honest. No, it doesn't, but it does learn Hidden Power Ice. So we're going to go for HP Ice. Nasty Plot as the final move. So for item, it would be good to get a life orb on this guy just to make him hit that little bit harder. So I think we're going to go for that. Obviously with Prankster, because Prankster Nasty Plot would be good. And Defiant, just, we don't need anymore. So I'm pretty happy with that. Let's just, we need to do the EVs first. Mustn't forget the EVs. So we're going to go for 252, 252. Yeah, we're going to go for Timid. And then 4 in defense. So, looking at this, we've got Psychic and Fairy. We've got Edgequake there, and we've got mainly Bolt Beam going on there. So, for this last one, it would be good to get something else that's pretty offensive. We've got 2 special attackers in our offensive core and 1 physical attacker. Conkeldurr may be an option. So, if we go for Conkeldurr, we've got Psychic weakness, which is covered by Morgana. A Flying type weakness, which I guess Thunderous I should be able to handle Talonflame. Maybe not. But we do have Quag for that, so that shouldn't be too bad. Let's see. Gallade's mainly here for its Mega, so that's probably not the best choice. Mew could be an option. I'm not a huge fan of Mew though, it's just sort of a bit too general in sort of its stat distribution. So, let's see, no, we don't want another Fairy type, so that's probably not going to be that useful. So, we could go for maybe a Breloom? No, we've already got Ferrothorn. We don't want any more fire weakness. That's the main problem we've got at the minute, is a pretty big weakness to fire. We have got, well, maybe a Azumarill could be the option, because we've got a grass resistance going on there. We have already got fairies though. That's the thing. We don't want any more poison or anything like that going on. Poison weakness. So. Garchomp could be an option. It'd be good to have something like quite strong, but then we do already have Landorus with a strong Earthquake already, and also we have Ice weakness. We don't want any more Ice weaknesses because that's going to be pretty dreadful. Jirachi could be an option. I really hate Iron Head spam, so I think as a personally, I'm not hugely keen on running it. Latios could be an option, because I think they learn Ice Beam, which would be quite good. Dragon, we just ideally need something of a strong Dragon type move. Because Dragons would work well, because they resist fire types. I don't know if there's any Dragon... Zygarde? No, we don't want any more Ice weaknesses. This is the problem. We want another Dragon, but we don't want another massive Ice weakness, which may be causing us a bit of a problem. What's Keldeo could be an option. It is another special attacker though. That's the only thing. So, I think for the minute, maybe SD Mew. We have already got some setup going on, which, no, maybe not then. Scizor, no, we've already got 4 times fighting. So, as I said, it would be good to get something physical that resists fire. Ideally not T-Tar, because we've got, as I said, actually no, because we can... Let's have a look. So if we go for T-Tar, we could go for a Assault Vest T-Tar. We do now lack a Rocks remover though. That's the only thing. Maybe I'm asking for too much as this final Pokemon, because yeah, I don't think we're gonna get anything else that's fast and can run Defog. I guess Crobat and OU, it really... No, it's going to be quite lackluster. It's really not going to do a huge amount. Haxorus. Dragon Dance Haxorus could be an option. It's not really got the bulk to pull it off. So I think we're going to go back and we're going to stick with T-Tar for the minute. As I said, I'm really not sure about this last slot. But we aren't particularly Rocks weak, to be honest. It's only the Thunderous. We have got 1 resistance, 1 weakness. And the rest are neutral. So we're going to go for an AV T-Tar, because that covers our rock weakness. It does introduce more fighting weaknesses, but we've got 1, 2, 3 resists to that. So hopefully that will be okay. So we're going to go for obviously Sandstream, who doesn't run Sandstream, with Stone Edge. Crunch, because we want some dark coverage going on here. As its other moves, it has Aqua Tail, which could be an option. Dragon Tail. What? Yeah, that could be an option. Dragon Tail, maybe Earthquake as well. It learns Focus Punch, which is quite surprising. Have we got any? We haven't got any strong fire type moves. That's the only thing, which is going to mean. No, I guess we have got strong fighting. Yeah, we've got fighting type moves. We haven't got any fire moves, which means Scizor. I guess Quag just walls Scizor, so that should be fine. We could go for Ice Fang, or even Ice Punch as the final coverage move. I think we're going to go for Ice Punch and then Dragon Tail to kick them out. No, Pursuit. Pursuit, yeah. We're going to go for Pursuit, and then I'm not really sure for that last coverage move. I will go for Ice Punch. So, 252 in HP. Obviously, 252 in attack with an Adamant Nature, because it's an absolutely disgusting attack. And I'm actually going to take a little bit off and do a tiny bit of speed creeping on here. And yeah, I think I'm pretty happy with that. Thunderous just needs 0 IVs in there. So yeah, I hope you guys like the team. I'm pretty happy with where it is at the minute. So if you give me your suggestions, and we'll see how it goes from there. And hopefully we can make a pretty decent team out of this. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you at the next one. Macadii out.